So we're gonna make some coasters for Christmas out of a bunch of old tiles that we got laying around. They're 4x4 tiles. So I ordered some 4x4 pieces of cork to glue to the bottom. And Jackson's first step here is gonna clean these things up with a rag. So step one of our project here is take your tiles. You want 4x4 tiles. That's what we're using at least. You could do 3x3s, but all the supplies we found, it was cheaper for the 4x4 stuff. So got these 4x4 tiles, and first step's get them all clean. These were out of the garage. We just had them laying around left over from a project. So we're gonna find a way to repurpose them. So we ran up to a local store that does printing that I've driven by a million times and never stopped in just because didn't have the need for it. But we stopped by Yorktown mailbox store on 17 up by the railroad tracks in Yorktown, Virginia. And just have to say, they were awesome. I mean, I told them what we were doing, and the lady there, Kara, was so helpful. I highly recommend those people if you need to, get pictures printed, or you try to do some cool project. I think I'm gonna have her make some stickers for the outdoor movement and maybe some fridge magnets or something. But really cool store, and they do everything you need to do to make these coasters.
So we have pictures that we got printed, and we're going to make coasters for my grandma and my mom.
Awesome. You excited about the project?
Yeah.
Cool.
I really want to do the one with Easty and me laying on the floor.
That's going to be a good one, isn't it?
Yeah. And Bubby with the sand hat.
So once you get your coasters cleaned up, your next step is to take one of your cork bases, and you're going to lay it on your picture and use it as a template. Then we take a pencil, draw your line top and bottom so you know where you're going to trim these things up to make them fit perfectly on your coasters. We did 4x6 pictures because they're 4x4, so you only have to cut 2 sides on each picture.
So we have a piece of cork and we have our tile. And we're going to put the cork onto the tile. Right,
make sure you
nice and
center it up.
even.
There it is. Mash it down. All right, 23 more to go. That just gives you a nice surface that's not going to scratch up your table and all that good stuff.
Oh, Dad, no way.
Let's see it.
Look at that.
Bam, dead center. Good job, buddy.
Woo!
All right, so we're using Modge Podge Super Gloss, and we're going to do one layer on our tile, stick our picture to it, and then do a layer over top of that. You go, cameraman Jackson. All right, so you dip your Modge Podge. I'm just going to give this a nice, even, pretty heavy coat, because this is what's going to stick your picture down to the actual tile. We got all the supplies here we needed off of eBay and Amazon. The cork, the Modge Podge, and then the final step is we're going to clear coat them with a clear engine enamel, which is just a waterproof them so you don't have to worry about water soaking through your pictures and messing up your tiles. All right, so we've got our tile base coated. Make sure you line your picture up, and we're just going to flatten this thing out. Make sure you don't get any bubbles in it. All right, there's that. And then we'll go back over it with a fresh coat of Modge Podge. And again, you want to go a little heavy. Now I'm using a more of a plastic bristled brush, so it's leaving some strokes in it, which I kind of like that look. But if you don't, you could use a sponge brush and it would take those lines out of it for the most part. And you can see this thing's coming along great. I think Grandma and Mom are gonna love these. What do you think, Jackson?
I think they're gonna love them too because they have me, Easton, and Gammy, and Mommy, and my daddy right there.
All right, there it is. Show them the finished tile.
We just modged all of these, and we are gonna give some to my grandma and to my mom.
So here you go, ladies and gentlemen. We've finished Modge podging the pictures on, and we are gonna let these dry for about 24 hours. We gotta hide them somewhere before Mommy gets home, but let them dry for 24 hours, and then we're gonna clear coat them with engine enamel, which makes them 100% waterproof. But these things turned out pretty awesome. Looking good. Looking good. So we have our finished product. These have all been clear coated, ready to package up and give away for Christmas presents. I think everybody's going to love them. And this is just after we did the final coat here with this Rust-Oleum engine enamel in clear. Again, this just keeps it so when you put cups on it, hot stuff, cold stuff, it doesn't melt through the Mod Podge and mess your picture up. So highly recommend getting a can of this stuff. We got this off of Amazon just like everything else. And a crucial last step to the project. But as you can see, these things turned out really good. They're glossy. They feel like they're going to hold up really well. So we're excited. Jackson's pumped.